Hi, I'm Coach Drew, and this is the Golden Ratio Level 1. It's a great place to lay the foundation of getting more control from your core, left, right, front, back, to be able to organize your body in a way that holds integrity. So let's get started on the ground. We're going to start with the front side of our body, engaging the front right part of our core. So we're going to pin our elbow down and back to the side and reaching up across to the top part of our quad. We're going to hold this for 5 seconds, just like this. Squeeze. The more pressure you put into it, the more effort it requires. So hold that position, and then we're going to raise the opposite leg. So just doing heel taps, up and down, 5 times. Just like that, engaging your core. And 5. Now to the other side, pinning that elbow down and back towards the right lat, reaching across to the top of your quad, pressing into that, either with your head down or a little bit crunched up. Make that engagement, hold for 5 seconds, and then you're going to do 5 reps with the opposite leg, heel tapping. Trying to stay engaged with the whole left side of your core. Good. So that's left, right, and now the center is going to be an arm crunch. So you're going to crunch up as far as you can, tucking your elbows towards your belly button, and then staying crunched up. You're going to put your arms over your head, hold this position, and then crunch up a little bit more. Each rep, I want you to crunch up more and more, 5 times. So the 5th one is going to be max tension on the front part of your core. Now we rotate between the two. Now that we've found each left, right, and the center, we're going to go to the first position to hold for a second there, and then rotate to the other side. And we're going to do this 5 times, holding a second each side to really own it, and then move through it. Last one. Whew. That's the front side of our body, getting more core control. Now we're going to go to the back side, doing the same thing, owning our left, right, the center, and then rotating between the two. So you're going to start on your belly, extend your arms like Superman. Call these the coiled Superman, bilateral Superman, and then RMT Superman. So we're going to row this elbow down and back, kind of getting more external rotation here, and then you're going to reach up and across your body, getting as long as you can on one side, short as you can on the other, and then finish it with the curl of that same side, getting your lat, glute, and hamstring all engaged at the same time. And then you're going to hold that for 5 seconds, and then you're going to extend and pull yourself back into that position 5 times, getting that whole side of your body engaged and really controlled from that whole side of your core, back side of your core. Now we're going to go to the other side. We're going to pin that elbow down and back on our side, reach up and across as far as you can, curl that hamstring, and then you're going to hold for 5 seconds. The higher you lift that arm up, the more intense that tightness gets in that lower back. And then 5 reps, back and forth. 4 and 5. So that's the coiled Superman. So those, now that you have education on the sides of the back of your body, we're going to go to the center and bring both elbows down and back. You can either put your toes up, engaging your glutes, calves, and hamstrings, or you can go curled, whichever is more comfortable. You can start here. You're gonna get as far extended as you can, elbows down and back, and then you're gonna reach out without losing position. You're gonna hold that upright position in your core, reach out as far as you can, and then pull yourself up a little bit higher. Each rep, I want you to try to maintain more and more extension in your back. Squeezing your glutes, pulling yourself up a little bit more each time. Good. 5 reps there. And now we're gonna do 5 reps rotating. So we're gonna go side to side. Now that we know what left, right, and center is, we're gonna move through it. So we're gonna go first position to the second. And we're just gonna go between the two now that we've owned them. 3. Right now, your back should be pretty engaged. We're gonna go to the center on all 4 parts. So I'm gonna get on all 4s. Now that we have all 4 parts of that core nice and engaged and aware of where they are, we wanna use them all together at the same time. So we're gonna get our hands over our shoulders, our knees over our hips, about a foot apart, nice and narrow stance. You're gonna tuck your toes under so that you can go up onto your knees. You're gonna start by engaging your lats, getting your shoulders down and back, tucking your elbows slightly, and then your hips slightly tucked under you so that you can engage your obliques, the front side of your body. Now, you're gonna breathe and brace into all 4 parts of that core. So as you're doing that, and you found that center balance, you're gonna lift your knees up and just breathe through that. Take about 5 deep breaths, really control that part of your core. Once you feel like you've owned it, you're gonna rock back and forth 5 times. So just moving at the hips and not moving at the lower back. Your goal is to stabilize your spine and not move around it, but actually brace your core so you're just hinging at the hips. That's the floor work. You should feel pretty activated and integrated to your core. Now we're gonna do a couple variations of lunge so you can feel what that's like using one part of your core and then going to the other. And then we're gonna integrate full body movement from there. So we're gonna do a simple lunge where we're gonna step back, feeling this front part of our core, lunge down, and then you're gonna take a step forward, kind of anchoring, still staying rooted into that same side, and take a step forward, kind of leaning back. So doing this lunge, you should feel what it's like to go front to back, staying rooted on the same side. Goal is just to keep your head slightly over that foot. So as small or as big as the range of motion as you can control. You're gonna do that 5 times, and then the other side. Drop that shoulder down, step back, squeeze into that front side of your core, and then you're gonna take a step forward, open up that hip, still stay engaged on that back side of your body. So front to back. And you can either go down to up or down to down. And that's just a bigger range of motion. So go through a range of motion that you can control, learning how to stay rooted on one side and then moving through it. Now we're gonna go to the front side and back side. Feeling what it's like to fully feel that front side, reaching out in front of you, thumbs down, knuckles together, crunching into it, tucking your chin. You're gonna reach out as far as you can, and then you're gonna pull your elbows down and back, extending as far as you can there. And then you're gonna go back and forth between that 5 times. feeling what it's like for that whole front side of your body to the whole back side of your body. And the bigger range of motion you make it, the more intense that it actually gets. Find a range of motion that you can control. Shake that off. Now we're gonna finish with some nice fluid motion. Figure eights is how we integrate everything we just did in our body, like we're gonna be walking. Think of walking downstairs is gonna be like you're leaning back, spotting your footing. Going upstairs is like you're putting your head over your foot, putting your weight there so you can gather it to get up. We're gonna go between the two. So we're gonna start with our hands on our chest, and we're gonna do an underhand. So this is that downstairs. You're gonna go down and back with your shoulders. We're gonna do 10 reps of this. So just dropping your shoulder and swinging through, getting a little bit of side to side action and going front or back to front. This is gonna be a little bit taller, rooting in your lats because you're dropping your shoulder down and back, feeling that all through the back side of your core. Then we're gonna go to the front side. This is like walking upstairs. So you're gonna do 10 reps of an overhand figure eight and going through this motion as fluidly as you can. If you feel like you're getting stuck, just do a smaller range of motion and find where you can move within your spine. And then you slowly add more and more range of motion as your spine opens up. So that's it for the golden ratio level 1, and continue to build that once you feel confident and you've owned every motion of those movements. It's time to take it up a notch, and I'll see you at level 2.